many, many years in Utah. And while I was in college, I taught in Baltimore. And then, yes, I've been here for the past 20 years. What is different about Silicon Valley? As you would expect, the kids are really busy. They're a tad overscheduled, in my opinion.
Each region has its own culture, and the culture of the Bay Area is very academic and very technological. So we see a lot of parents and students looking to supplement their technology and their academics with music. If you go to other parts of the area, or either other countries, music sometimes is more of an intrinsic thing where they learn music for the sake of music. Here we see it more as an academic focus.
I taught on the East Coast, in Buffalo and Rochester, and then I've done master classes all over the States and in Asia. Even culturally, there's differences. Here it's really diverse, right? And I think most of my experiences here, but teaching in Asia, doing master classes in Thailand and Indonesia and Malaysia, I think that they're just maybe more appreciative of what's happening, where here it's just another activity for kids to do that parents put them in.
The thing about music is that it's powerful, and there's something that it touches the human spirit that you can't quite identify exactly why, or I have my own theories. I think it has literal power, causing vibrations in how our spirits vibrate to it, but I don't think it will ever go away. I think people will always be drawn to it and will want to study and learn how to do it so they can participate in it.
I think the change of instruments and learning instruments is definitely inevitable. Just in the past decade or so, a lot of new technology has come out, and so people are exploring what music is and how to use it. I think it's fantastic that the schools teach music, and we really encourage it. It's also a big outreach program to help keep growing awareness of music, because people forget how important the arts and beauty is to everyday life.
It goes with money, and if it's not in your public schools, it's not fair. It's absolutely not. So again, I think of the internet, and at least the kids can go watch things and learn that way. In terms of instruments, it's not fair. It isn't. So it would have to depend on the ones who have more financial stability, that they would have to support those who don't through scholarships or paying for those opportunities for them. It's not fair.
Especially in Silicon Valley, you get a lot of affluence, and so they don't talk too much about the sections that are not as affluent. So I think it's very important as a community and socially, possibly governmentally, school government and everything, to not lose perspective of making sure that the lower income students have both academic and musical opportunities. I know that a huge awareness for healthy foods have been in place over the past 5-10 years, and I'm hoping that musical awareness will come next, because we have things that show that when students engage in music at an early age, it helps promote their future success. So personally, some of the things I try to do is we have scholarships and we try to grow awareness, and I feel like almost any private teacher, if they found a student really interested and willing, would find a way to help them learn.
There's not as much funding out there, and the audiences are older. As far as the schools cutting music programs, that's fine. They can just come here and learn music. That's okay.
I'm not sure the decision behind getting rid of music, and again, we're in an area where they still are doing it. In my kids' elementary school, they have school musicals and band or orchestra or choir, and in middle school, same programs. My hope is that doesn't ever disappear. I know people fight for it. I know we don't have people in charge now who are very supportive, so hopefully that will change in the next administration.
The children who get exposed to musical education have more confidence and more determination, and what studies are also looking into this concept of grit, the idea of failure and then getting back up and learning from that failure and turning it around into a success. That is what grit is, and that is all of life, right? So music teaches grit at a fundamental level.
There are for sure like work ethic benefits, which I think is really important. You really can develop a healthy work ethic, holding yourself accountable, responsibility, consistency, and practice. The problem I always have with these things is it always makes music secondary to something else. Like, do music because it will make you smarter. Do music because it will make you a harder worker. Why don't you just do it because it's a beautiful thing that's fun? It is somehow a social construct that is like lasted centuries. There has to be something there.